Okay then, so what you're looking at is how it comes delivered. It comes actually in a plastic bag, but we all know what a plastic bag looks like. So it comes in a nylon multicam carry pouch, and on the rear you've got 2 rows of molly webbing, molly type webbing. It's very flexible, not very stiff at all, to be honest, that. But the pouch is decent. It's certainly not up to military grade, but it's certainly robust enough and would take a few knocks. The clip itself is adjustable, but it is, you know, it's not as robust as military kit, if I'm honest. So we'll open it up. Comes with a cinching cord, power type cord, to cinch it up on the top there. And what we'll do is we'll have a quick look at what you get inside. So you get the stove itself. And it's a grey hardened anodised steel burner base, and it's got perforations all around the top and the bottom to ensure, you know, you get really good airflow. And got the fold away sort of handle, which isn't a handle obviously, it's to put your cup on, and we'll just put that to one side. Next comes out your plastic sort of army type cup. Got the NATO stock number on there and all that sort of thing, and your crow's foot and all that. Anyway, brand new obviously, so I'm going to put this to use in the next few days, and that'll be part of this video. But that's plastic, and that's designed so you can drink out of it. Water bottle, again with your NATO stock number on it, and you know, the sensible health and safety madness that we all know about nowadays. Keep away from heat or flame. Water bottle, given that a clean out already, so that's ready to have water put in it, and next time you'll see that it's going to be used in anger. And then finally, in the bottom of the pouch comes your BCB mug. So it's a 1 litre mug. It's hard anodised cooking cup with the folding double handle on the back, which is pop riveted through, as you can see, to the inside. So you've got 6 pop rivets in there. And what else can I tell you about it? It's got graduated markings, 1/4 litre, 1/2 litre, and so on. So we'll get this outside. We'll make a cup of tea and do a boil in the bag. And if I remember, to be honest, I'll put on a decent. I'll time it for 1 litre of water. Right. Speak to you again in a minute. Hello all. Right, I'm back in the woods again, and to be honest, I've come out today for a bit of a walk, but also to do a review on a new bit of kit. Although it's not a new bit of kit, but it is a new bit of kit. It's the Crusader 2 cooking system, and used it yesterday, and I've used it today, and I've been quite impressed. And I thought, well, I'm out because I'm fairly close to the cars now, or the car, and I thought I'd throw up a tarp and cook something. But yeah, in the lovely woods, which unfortunately has been sold recently, and once I've got a tarp up, etc., I'll bring you back. Cheers. Here we go then, guys. 5 minutes, hammock chairs up, and the basher's up. Had a couple of showers this morning, so don't want to risk it. Anyway, I'm not here to talk about all this. I'm here to talk about what's in that bag. So I'll bring you back in a minute, and we'll have a look. Cheers. Guys, so this is what I'm talking about. The Crusader 2 cook system. Obviously I've just done a little, or yesterday, day before, I did a prelim to this, so you've seen what's in it, and I'm just going to set it up and use it, if I'm honest. So let's see how it goes. Right, so first out the bag is the stove itself. Done a little rundown on that. As you can see, it's been well used. Obviously boiling water, get it as flat as you possibly can, and then you're able to crack on. I'm just going to set everything up ready so that I can light it and get on with the boil. I'll bring you back in a bit. Cheers. Right then, to just zoom that out, zoom it out a bit, come out a bit. To get it out, to get it lit easily, what I'm going to use is one of these. I've done it in a previous video. It's a tampon that's been injected with Vaseline. So so we can sort of use all the kit. I'm just going to split that, and then I'm just going to rough this up a bit, and when I'm about to light it, I'll bring you back. Cheers. Right then, I know from experience half a litre of water will take a couple of extra tabs to get it boiling, but because I'm cooking a boil in the bag meal, I want to make sure that it's nice and hot, and but I want to use this little striker that comes in with the kit. So there you go. So if I can get this going using that, there we go. So that'll get that going. That leaf out the way. Water will sit on there. Job done. What I have got left over from the last kit, he says rooting around desperately in his kit, is the lid from. Right guys, learn which way the zoom goes. As you can see, that's just starting to boil. I'm going to have myself some meatballs and pasta for lunch. You'll see when I put this in, it'll actually bring the water right up to the top. So let's hold that down and stick it in there before it gets too hot. One thing I will advise everybody to get is one of these lids. They're worth their weight in gold, cuts the cooking time down by loads. This doesn't come with a kit, but it's bought separately, but it came from my other Crusader kit, so I'm definitely going to use that. Anyway guys, it's now 10 to the hour, so let's see how long this goes before we get a boil. See you in a bit. Sorry guys, I'm sat in the smoke. Right, that's bang on 5 minutes. Let's have a butcher's at what's going on in there. Yeah, definitely getting hot, and you should be able to just see the bubbles there. So we're starting to get a bit of a boil going. Point to note on this, put that on there so I don't waste the heat. I have brought me work gloves with me because I was expecting it to get hot. One of the things on the last Crusader I had, the handles got hot, but as you can see, that's been boiling or that's been on for 5 minutes, and the handles aren't even warm, you know, out to the edge. Obviously the cup will be red hot, but this isn't hot, and this isn't hot, so perhaps they're using different materials and stuff like that, but that's a good bonus. Normally I would have used my gloves to pick that up, but I thought I'd try it. Anyway, bring you back in another 5 minutes or whatever. Right guys, we're up to 7 minutes now, and I think you can see we've got a good rolling boil going there even without the lid on. So that's going well. Won't be long before I'm making a cup of tea. Back with you in a minute. Right then, it's when it normally all goes horribly wrong. We're bang on the 10-minute point there, and I'm happy that that's going to be hot enough to eat. So that's going to go over there next to me leg, and can you see that? Yes, you can see that. That's going to go in there, and I'll make yourself a brew. Right, leave me bag in there, and I'll bring you back in a second just to see how hot this is. Alright then, here we go. Meatballs and pasta. Let's see how hot this is. I can already tell it's bloody hot. So there you go. meatballs and pasta, cooked on a Crusader cook kit. Guys, I'm going to put that down there 'cause it's too hot to handle. This has got to be the best bit of kit to buy with it. No exaggeration. It just cuts the cooking time in half, really does. Anyway, rain's just starting to come down, turned up in the sun, so I'm going to get under my basher, have me brew and have something to eat. Guys, I hope that was worth watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers. Right guys, yeah, so I think that's been a decent success. No reason why you couldn't use the mug itself to, you know, cook some sausages and bits and bobs like that up. Use it in the embers of a fire, not use the stove itself. Water bottle's a pretty standard NATO one, you know, so that's good news. Stove worked well, let lots of air in, and yeah, I'm happy with that. And obviously it all comes in this nice little pouch, and you know, with some extra bits and bobs, this little fire still worked as well. So yeah, I'm happy with that. Well worth the money, and I'm going to be carrying that with me as a backup. I might even put it in my car bag, to be honest. But anyway, sat here under my basher, and it's just starting to rain, and I've probably got a 30-minute walk down to the car, so I'm going to get a move on because I've already been wet once today. Anyway guys, hope you enjoyed that. I'll see you all again soon. Cheers. Right guys, that's me done, and under the sort of ethos of leave no trace, as far as making me brew underneath that tree, and as you can see, no rubbish left. Take it home, put it in the bin. Cheers guys.